Hello, my name is Michael T. Durham, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Voice DID with Cisco Unified Communications Manager or Unified Communication Manager Express. As you know, Google does not provide a SIP connection to their service. However, I have found a gateway out there that we can utilize, and this will provide the service for us. That is through Simon Telephonics. Okay, the very first step we need to do is to go in and get a brand new Google Gmail account. So go to gmail.com and sign up for a new account. Fill in your information all the way down, and be sure to fill in the caption and all that. Now that you're in your Gmail account, you need to get a Google Voice number to match with that account. The easiest way is to click over here on the little phone icon. You will be popped up with this message here. It says you say you accept. Okay, our account has been set up. You may see a message where you have to download the plugin for the voice. Please go ahead and do that at this time. If you're at this point where you don't have any messages, come over your $signs and hit add credit. That will launch another window where we can go in and get our Google DID for the voice account. As you can see right now, we do not have a DID anywhere. So we will go over here and click get a voice number. Say, I want a new number. Okay, you're going to have to enter in a phone number to associate this with, be it your home phone or your cell phone. Go ahead and do that now. Follow the directions, and we'll be right back. Okay, Google will call you and ask you to enter a 2-digit code. At that point, you can either go ahead and record some of your announcements, but you really don't need them there, so don't bother. Just accept it, and when you see this screen, come over here and you can pick up your phone number for an area code, or if you got a number you're trying to match, that's fine too. So we're just going to pick up an area code for Miami, and we're going to search for a number. Now you can play with it and try to get specific numbers and all kind of little things, but for us we'll just go with the basics. Okay, I'm going to choose this number right here and accept it, which that was off the screen. Here we go. Hit continue, and now I have my phone number, and hit finish. As you can see, we now have our number down here. Okay, we don't care about this. Well, next thing we do is go into the settings. That's this little gear looking thing up here, and click settings. We can unclick the home, and we can go over to the call section and turn the call screening off. You have to confirm that, and now that it's off, you now go back to your Gmail account and place a call to a number. Doesn't matter what. You just need to place an outbound call. I'll let the call go through. It only takes a moment. This makes sure that everything works properly. And once you've got your connection and everything, you can just end the call, and that's all we need to do for that step. Okay, and now what we need to do is need to log out of both accounts. So just hit log out and come over here and log out. Now that we're out, go to Simonics, SIMONICS.com. Once here, we go into the Services tab. Get on the Services tab, fill out the information from your Google account, including your 11-digit phone number, just exactly as it says. So mine was 1-305-791-0357, and enter in your Google user ID. Oops. Learn how to spell too, that helps. And this was at Google Gmail, so that's your domain. And enter in your password for your Google email account, and it must be the same password for the Google voicemail and email. And enter in an email address. And hit add. At this point, it will go into this process here, and it says do not do anything and let it run its process. It does not take very long. Here is the key information right here. These 3 lines are very key information for you. We will now go in and show you how to set up the router itself. What I like to do, because there's no other way to get this information once you lose this page, is let's go ahead and open up Notepad and place a copy of that information right here in Notepad for safekeeping. Now you need to bring up your Cisco CME or CM router. Okay, as far as setting up the router and everything, basically I'm assuming that you've got everything else set up, all your DNs, your e-phones and everything, your dial peers. So at this point we're just going to set up the SIP UA. To do that, we'll go ahead and log into your router, and we're going to go into config T, and we'll go into SIP-UA. At this point I have the commands already written down elsewhere, so I'm going to just bring them up for us right here. And what I'm going to show you is here we have saved, you've got the server we're going to use, your username, and your password. Okay, so we have 4 lines to enter in. The registrar, that's this line here, and it must be in 5070 and TCP. I've tried using UDP, it just is not as reliable. You might have to play with this expires time. I would not do anything greater, but you could do as low as 300. You also set up your SIP server the same way and put your port number 5070 at the end. That is crucial. This line right here, the authentication, this is what allows outbound calls, and the credentials line allows your inbound calls. You must put the number option here or you will not get inbound calls. So let's go ahead and set everything up. And right here is your password that they provided. The realm is GVGW. That is a mistake. I typed that wrong. Okay. So we will now just copy and paste these 4 lines in here. Okay, and at this point, if I'm correct, we should be able to dial that number, and I'm going to call it from my cell phone. And as you can hear, we have a call going through. Now we're going to do the call back the other way also. I'll call back my phone.
Call from 3057910357.
And as you can see, that is functioning both ways. One of the keys that you might want to worry about is if you have any problem with dropout, change this down to a lower number right here, the expires timeout. Basically, that's it. The main thing is for this to work, you got to make sure that you have your Google Voice set up, your Google email set up, same username, same password. Test it both ways, both incoming and outgoing through the Google Voice before you set up this. I didn't do that, but basically that's what you need to do here, and you can see it does work. One other point I'd like to make is that if you have an additional phone set up in here, then you can also have it ring that phone at the same time. You can pick up the call from either place. One final setting that you need to set to allow your inbound calls is your voice service VoIP trusted IP address list. That's a mouthful. So to do that, we will go to config T, go into voice service VoIP, and within this area we now set an IP address trusted list and hit enter. And I'll show you a question mark. These are our options here, and we're going to use the IP4 because I'm going to show you the address, which is IPv4. And in this case, the IP address 4 Our gateway for Google Voice is 76.72.171.102. Press return, and that's all that you need to do. And we'll pop out here, and I will show you a show run section voice service VoIP, and you can see right here that we have our IP address that allows this. So at this point, we now have a fully functioning site. We are able to make and receive phone calls via our Cisco phones using a Google Voice DID. I hope this has been informative and helpful. I look forward to helping you in the future. Again, my name is Michael T. Durham. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.